All right, hey everyone, welcome to another Will to Witch RP Live Play TTRPG session. What is Will to Witch RP? Well, that's me, Faye, game master and storyteller, and Lachlan, our writer and producer. We're a couple who love sharing stories so much so that we quit our day jobs and created our own company. That way we can create high quality and exciting TTRPG experiences full time and share them with you. And tonight, we're playing D&D. This session features D&D's Shadow of the Dragon Queen, a riveting adventure of courage and valor where our intrepid heroes face unbeatable odds in a cataclysmic war. With us at the table are several of the incredible players who have joined us on our grand endeavor. If you'd like to play alongside them, you're more than welcome to join us. You can ask in chat or hop over to our Discord where you can find out more information. Now, speaking of our awesome players, it's time for introductions. Like I said, I'm Faye, game master and storyteller. With me is Sirenscape, bringing all of our background music and sound effects. It's a fantastic and affordable sound collection that you can find at sirenscape.com. Now, we get to meet our courageous, daring heroes, as they are in the Flying Citadel and having some odd conversations, perhaps. So, let us begin with a introduction for Vass.
Hi, I'm Caitlin. I am playing Vath. Vath is a devilishly handsome tiefling bard rogue who has found himself accidentally stumbling across the multiverse. This week's fun fact about Vath is he is ambidextrous, but he favors his right hand like the majority of the population. So he's just trying to fit in that regard. Doesn't want to show off in all aspects of his life. So yeah.
Heck yeah. Next up for our introductions, why don't we learn about Hugh?
Hi, I'm Stefan. I'm playing Hugh Niver, a flashy, flamboyant fencer. Today's Hugh fact. In his culture, the Lord Sooth is a boogeyman. They tell kids that he goes around and steals all the honey to explain where the treats go or go bad. So Hugh doesn't really believe this, but before he set out, when he
Heck yeah. Alright, next up for our introductions, we've got Rhubarb.
Alrighty, I'm Frontboard, and I am playing Rhubarb Bafflewander with two Fs, but you could just call him Rue, or probably a multitude of other nicknames. He is a forest gnome, sorcerer, and warlock hailing from the island of Sancrist, which is far to the west of our setting. He's chosen of the moon, and he recently acquired some leather armor, and he's going to take some getting used to. He's probably going to have to get some, I don't know, some sort of like talcum powder or something to kind of ease his skin into having this stuff rubbing up against it because he's used to just being being a free man, we'll say.
I will say that it's kind of interesting, due to your red robe mage status, that your leather armor takes on a red tint.
Cool.
But with that, it is going to be the end of our introductions. So let us dive back into our sessions. Like I said, you are in the Flying Citadel. It is flying over top of the region of Calamon. You have made a potential ally here in the form of Ulster, and uh, Ulster has said that in return for you uh, assisting him in destroying the Draconians, the next floor up, he will be able to provide for you treasures untold when you return, and secrets now. And I do believe you agreed to assist him, because an enemy of your enemy would be your friend.
I'm pretty good at destroying draconians at this point.
If you are looking to uncover secrets, simply use the shrine. A skull upon the black shrine, and a show of allegiance to Shemosh be enough for you to unlock 5 questions you may ask of the dead.
Does he mean the shrine out in the other room? There's no shrine in this room, is there? Was this statue of an elf or something?
Right. He is, as you had learned before, a high priest of Shamash, or at least former, as it seems there are no current followers. But you did see that shrine out there. You felt its arcane presence. And he did specifically say the black shrine, which you recall the skeletons kneeling and holding up a black altar.
I seem to
Did he
remember
say we had-
refusing that thing.
Well, you refused the voice that called out to you from it.
What were you saying, Bess?
Did he say we had to put something on the shrine as a show of good faith, and then we could have questions?
He used those words, but what he said was to put a skull upon the black shrine, and then with a show of faith to Shamash, you'd be able to ask the 5 questions. If you'd like, you could roll an insight check here.
Sure. Well, that's an 11.
You're not quite sure what that could mean.
I'm curious as well. 19.
19. Rhubarb, you think with a 19 that it could be as simple as presenting a sort of amulet, a relic that is favorable of Shamash.
Guess we could use something that's just favorable to him. Do we have anything?
To be honest, I'm not really sure who this god is.
Oh, I was gonna explain it to Vass, but apparently I have a nat 1, so
It's okay. We've got a former high priest here.
Ends up more confused than he was before.
Vass, our gods, I mean, I think you know, they left us long ago. There's probably a multitude that none of us even really know about. No offense to Alster and Shamash.
I do not blame you for not knowing. I've only recently begun to feel the presence of my god once more. Shamash is the god of immortality, redemption, undeath.
almost seems like things that Soth could be looking for. May already have some of those.
He cavorts with those Draconians.
You know how many Draconians are up the stairs?
Far too many. Their numbers
enough.
falter, but all that matters is their golden scaled leader, and any others you may find. Dispose of them, and as I said, I will provide for you the knowledge of treasures untold.
Three against countless numbers. But we just have to take one. Interesting odds.
Why the gold one specifically?
Because it is their leader. If you wish to make those beneath you cower, you cut out the head.
Just the one way up to the next level?
Unless you have something to dig through the ceiling.
I mean, I'm nowhere close to the ceiling. Although fast, you could float up to the ceiling.
Good. I don't think I would be able to get any further though.
You don't have any way to dig, huh?
I am good at a great many things, but have you seen these arms?
I mean, not usually. They're usually hiding under your jacket. It's been a while. Remember that show
Let's just say I'm not
early on
abusing.
where you took that jacket off and you were swinging it over your head because you were just so into the performance?
Yeah, doesn't surprise me that I would have done that.
Vass is just like, which show? Because that probably happens all the time, and I clearly remember all my shows.
I guess
We,
there's
we've
only one way up, guys.
yeah, we fought Gold Draconian before, or was it
You have.
Bronze?
Now, I will remind you that you do have 2 other tombs down here if you want to investigate those before heading out.
Right.
Was the gold one the one I'm trying to describe when we were rescuing Becklin from the sort of dormitory area?
There was a gold one
That's
there.
what I remember.
It
Yeah.
was okay.
And he fought dirty. I think there was some auras involved. Maybe I couldn't command or charm. No, I couldn't hypnotic pattern the ones around them. And I think he shot a lot of beams of energy.
Yeah. Did we get to finish investigating the room we're in? Because it looked like there was like maybe a glass display case that was shattered, and when we went to look, that's when up and started making accusations. We were like, oh no, we found it like this.
Uh, as you were looking around, there wasn't really much that you had seen. There is the pieces, the shards of glass, but there doesn't seem to be much else here besides that. You're welcome to look to see if there's anything else, but all that's really of much interest was else there.
I get
Is-
the impression that he's gonna be frowning upon us checking out these tombs.
Roll for me a insight check.
16.
I mean, he doesn't seem particularly upset of you entering into tombs. He was perhaps more upset when he didn't understand where you stood in terms of the Red Dragon Army.
Okay, well, I, I'll take a look around the one that I'm currently still standing in, see if I see anything useful, particularly something that looks like a mirror, just in case.
Um, yeah, give me an investigation check.
17.
The shards of glass that are around here do seem to be from a mirror.
Oh, well, this isn't good, guys.
What'd you find?
Well, I think these look like they might have been a mirror one. Bath will gesture at the broken shards. Maybe pick one up, look at it.
There is a bit of silvering on the back that creates a reflective surface on the other side.
I'm hesitant to look at it in case even the shards have the magical properties of the fully assembled mirror, assuming this is the same thing.
Well, that's looked into the mirror and is not charmed, so.
How am I looking though?
Like you're in the middle of a war.
There.
I mean, it's a mirror. Are we sure it's the mirror?
I mean, I'm not sensing anything particularly special about this shard. So hopefully not.
Austere, do you know anything about the mirror reflected pasts?
No.
Hmm. Neither do we. Maybe we could use our questions to ask about this. If we can figure that out. Why don't we look around a little bit more? See if there's any other clues as to where this mirror might be before we go take care of the pests upstairs.
Good idea.
Alistair lets you move out of this tomb, but he sort of stays within it.
Just go round the loop.
Is there marks in the floor next to the relief that would indicate it might slide out of the way like the other one we were looking in?
Yes. As you look at the because each of these has a statue in front of them, it does look like they can be pushed aside to reveal a door and into the tomb.
I think I have Mage Hand because I think I used that last time. Let's see.
Well, Mage Hand can open the door, but you have to get the statue out of the way first. And the statue is definitely more than what a Mage Hand can interact with, unfortunately.
Unless it was Big B's hand, which I don't have.
But if anyone wants to try a strength check to try and push a statue out of the way.
Have you seen our arms?
Not exactly what you would call a beefling. You, this sounds like a job for you.
Really not, but I guess I'm the strongest. And I get a 19.
Oh, I was gonna give you guidance, but I don't know if you need guidance with a 19.
I mean, if you want to use it, I'd say do it now. It's a thick statue.
All right. Give me the guidance.
Yeah, Rue's gotta like poke at Hugh as he walks by. Be like, why don't you move that statue for us?
21.
21 pushes away the statue, revealing the door, and you're doing the one in the center, yeah, off to the east.
I believe so.
That one. All right.
I was backing up to Mage Hand from a distance, but I was over where Vass was before, so yeah.
Okay, cool. Just making sure I take a note. We do get a +1 to your AC for the rest of the session from chat.
Thank you.
Alright, so, statue is pushed out of the way, revealing the doorway to the tomb. You all do.
Oh.
Like the honors this time.
Vass opens the door.
If no one else would like to do it, I'm standing right here, so I guess I will do it.
Can use my spectral hand if you don't want to be right in the doorway.
Sure.
Alright, I'll mage hand it open if I can.
Sure.
Good job, little hand.
The door opens, and inside, a long gray marble slab lies in the center of the chamber. Scattered around it are the skeletal remains of an elf, and an inset in the ceiling above the slab holds a mirror the same size as the slab.
Wait, what was this? An insect?
An inset.
Oh,
INSET.
I was imagining like some sort of like arachnid or something.
Nope. There's an inset in the ceiling above the slab holding a mirror.
I have Vass wouldn't like
would
that
be
if it was an
one-
insect.
That would be one way for to get Vass quickly up to the other floor through the ceiling, would be if that was a giant spider holding the mirror. Vass will go into the room and look up into the mirror.
You see your reflection.
Nice. I take the opportunity to fix my hair a little bit.
Easily able to do so.
Well, there's a mirror in here too, but again, I'm not getting any magical vibe.
Do you think if we broke it, that whoever's here would appear like Ulster did in the other room, where that one is broken? I'm not saying I
Interesting.
want to break it, but
Yeah, that's an interesting concept.
You will again notice that there are remains scattered about the tomb in this area.
Were there remains in the other one with the broken mirror?
There were remains, however, they weren't scattered about. They were laying atop the marble slab in the other room.
and the last room was elven as well, correct?
Some sort of humanoid. Hard to say if a creature, is an elf when there's no skin.
The mirror was broken, but the remains were together, and now the remains are scattered and the mirror is in one piece. Does that seem weird to you?
It seems somewhat pattern-like. But I don't know if I want to jump to any specific, like, theories just yet.
Maybe we should check that other one.
Yeah,
Looks
that's what
like
I
there
was
might be
thinking.
another one.
Should we have a look around this room real fast before we leave? Maybe do a little quick investigation of the area? Rue's getting nosy.
Not much else with a 15 that you find besides the skeletal remains and the mirror
Okay.
and the slab.
Every time you say the marble slab, I want ice cream.
God, now I want ice cream.
We can't all want ice cream, guys.
My brain didn't make the connection until you said it like that. Now it's all I can think about.
It's a long gray marble slab, and they're just putting the mixins in and chopping it all up. Like that's what I'm visualizing.
Hey, maybe we just call Dragonlance and we all go get ice cream.
You know
Uh,
what? I wouldn't say no. That's on the table.
So, yeah, as you look around, again, not terribly much here. It seems that this is a very simple tomb. Would you like to head to the other one and check that out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Gonna check my notes to see if I remember what the statues on the outside of each one were. I think I wrote it down.
It's an elven man reclining on a bench in front of the northern room. But, yeah, anyone who wants to move the statue out of the way, another strength check.
If that helps, can he give you advantage?
Yeah.
On the strength check?
That is how help
Okay.
functions.
Oh, 15.
15 is a struggle. You're not able to really get it to move where you need it to.
I think that bench is heavier than the chair from the last statue.
Could be. If anyone wants to roll, go ahead. Rue?
Oh, I was just gonna say, is it possible for more than one of us to try and move the statue together? Or is
If
that
you if
helping?
you if you want to do a group check and have multiple people roll strength, I will allow that.
Why not? There's probably space I can squeeze in. Dust off my hands a little bit. What's the check? Just straight up strength?
Straight up strength.
My guidance myself. 18.
You're starting to get it to move a little bit, but it's still blocking some of the door here. Anyone would like to roll an insight check here?
Do that.
Hell yeah.
25.
Oh, look at that.
That and Hugh. One of the statues was moved already when you entered here. And the only other person that you've come across is Ulster. Perhaps Ulster could be strong. Might be able to assist if you ask.
Axel walk over, I guess, to the doorway, to the where he last saw Altair, and be like, uh, excuse me, uh, the last door seems to be a little stuck. Would you mind helping us with that?
He sort of straightens his back and, of course, I'll be willing to utilize the blessings bestowed upon me by my god. Perhaps then it should convince you of the boons of his worship. And as Alstair moves, he is a fairly average-looking fellow. Not quite muscular, but very much befitting the look of a priest. But as he puts his hands on the statue and begins to move, he doesn't have to expend, it seems, much in the form of effort for the stone to be pushed away under his guidance. And then you have a door to a tomb.
Oh, sweet. Thanks, man.
That was impressive.
He just looks over each of you before he returns to the tomb at the south. Looking inside this tomb, another long gray marble slab in the middle of the chamber. There is a shallow inset of similar dimensions carved into the ceiling, directly above the slab, and scattered about the area, skeletal remains intermingled with shards of glass.
So this one has the remains strewn about and the shards strewn about.
Looks about. You can take a closer look, if you wish, to see, if there's anything else you can discern.
Yeah, I think I would investigate.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Natural 11.
With an 11, the pieces of glass are mirror, like they were in the, southern tomb. But you would notice that where the bones here are, not only are they scattered, but they are, to a point where, they would not be able to be repaired. It seems that whatever broke the mirror also seemed to affect the bones as well.
This one seems to be the most worse for wear. Everything's been taken care of.
Nope, can't hear you, Bash.
Oops. The mirror in this one's broken, right?
Correct.
Am I getting any vibes if I look at my reflection in one of the shards?
Just like you saw in the other one. The vibes might be that there is a small bit of danger for handling broken glass, but
I'm curious.
But when she told us about the mirror, she said it was like the mirror, right? And here we found 3.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Didn't think we were gonna come across so many mirrors.
When Ulster told us about the secrets thing, did he say we could ask 5 questions? Was that 5 questions of his god?
essentially, roll for me. You know what? Roll for me either Insight or Arcana.
12.
12. It would be of the skull that you placed on the altar. Essentially, what the altar is allowing is a form of speak with dead.
Got it. So it seems like we could use that altar potentially to talk to some of these remains if we had questions of the remains themselves. Wonder if we could ask questions of that Minotaur. I want to know its story.
We may have to be more selective with our questions, though.
I don't know what I want to know right now. I guess we want to know who the other individuals are, right? Who are in these tombs. The statue in front of the eastern door was a nobleman. The other 2 were people reclining on benches. That must have been where I got the ideas for that these skeletal remains were elven. It was the statues themselves that were the elvish feature or figures.
Do we know anything about the flying city? Like, was it primarily like an elven nation, or was it a bunch, just, a bunch not necessarily tied to any particular race?
Roll for me a history check.
Well, I'm sure I should do this with disadvantage.
I would say you can do a roll at a normal, based on your experiences.
Okay. That doesn't matter though, because it's a natural one.
It's not coming to your mind right now.
I believe it. Yep.
I'll be honest with you guys. I'm a little nervous about that statue after what it did when I refused it. I'm a little afraid to use it again.
Yeah.
What if another one of those things pops out?
Maybe that's something we could discuss with Alistair.
I mean, I don't really want him to know that I upset his god either. It's kind of on our side for now, at least. Did we see any skulls in these remains in these other rooms?
Both the eastern and the southern had uh, these skulls in a way that was intact, unlike this one.
What if he meant the literal skull? Do you guys want to try and talk to the dead, or just go try and kill those Draconians then?
Well, I think you know what I want to do without being asked.
I had been thinking we had to go do the thing first, and that maybe this was part of what Alistair was providing. But yeah, maybe we could do it first. We're going up there. You guys, have you thought about what we might ask? There's so many things, so many things I want answers to.
Yeah, that's just it. I have no questions and all the questions at the same time.
Yeah. Like, yeah, do they know anything about Lord Thoth and what weaknesses he might have? Do they know of this mirror? and where it might be.
Mhm.
Do they know how to get this thing to come crashing down to the ground?
Well, she told us we just have to quench the fire, or something like that. Quell the fire and the citadel will fall.
Right. I don't.
How do we quell the
How,
fire?
how do we quell the fire? Um, I don't know that water's gonna do it.
I mean, those all seem like good questions. Maybe you do have enough questions, Vass.
I mean, the problem is I think I've got too many. And I'm sure like once they start answering things, that might then make us think of more questions. And then which questions do we prioritize?
Well, we could go take care of the Draconians, see what treasure Alstair has for us. And if the treasure isn't the mirror, then we could work from there.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Well, with a plan to head forward and to head upwards, this is where we're going to take our first ad break. So, hang with us. We'll be right back to continue along with our story. Before we head out, I do just ask that you let the ads run. They help us out so much here. If you want to directly support us, you can always do so through my Ko-fi. Link for that is on screen and in our chat room. Ko-fi donations unlock awesome perks for the entire community that benefit everyone who play with us for the next month. That includes special companions, double treasure, double XP, all sorts of fun things. A full list is available on our Discord. So stick around with us, and we'll see you all very soon. Alrighty, we are back in action, and as we are returning, if you all have come to the decision of heading upstairs and handling the Draconians before perhaps worrying about the undead. So, what do you wish to do?
Vass, when you were in that stairwell, did you hear any commotion coming from upstairs?
Did I hear any commotion coming from upstairs?
I mean, we were fighting those other monsters. You were kind of in the stairwell. I don't know if you heard anything from up the stairs.
The stairs went a little bit further than anything that you'd be able to hear immediately.
Got it.
No, I didn't go very far into the stairwell, and I was a little preoccupied. I can't say that I heard anything specifically coming from up there.
Okay.
I can go try and listen now.
Rue wanders to the bottom of the stairs and looks up as best he can. But from a distance, where he's at in the map.
You see that it goes up.
Stairwells, always foiling my plans.
That's without Trace still up.
It lasts for an hour or until concentration's dropped.
Yep, and I haven't taken damage, so it's up.
Is it 30? Just within 30 feet?
Yep, within 30 feet.
Does Hugh have a
Hugh.
familiar now? Or is that summon? You had that
The
owl.
summons. Yeah, it's a summons I can do. I got two versions of it. I have the one that's concentration that lasts an hour, and I have one that's not concentration that lasts a minute.
Okay, so it's not like a familiar. It's like
No, it's
a
a summonable ally.
Okay.
So a lot more formidable in combat than the familiar.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Well, Hugh, if you wanted to stand at the foot of the stairs, I could try and sneak up to the top and see if I can hear anything. Hopefully without being noticed.
Go for it.
Go ahead, give me a stealth roll.
If he was at the foot of the stairs, that would be a 31.
All right. And how far do you wish to go?
Is there, like, as I'm going up the stairs, do I see whether or not there's a door at the top?
Going up about 15 feet, there is a turn in the stairwell.
Turn.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would pause before the turn and listen.
You don't hear anything immediately.
I would like to peek around the turn before proceeding.
Okay. The turn continues to head up for more stairs.
Do I see anything that might be at the top?
Another stairwell that turns.
Okay.
So Vass would have just
Sneak back down.
disappeared. I would say out of our line of sight if he kept going, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I would sneak back down and guys, I can't get a clear sight on what might be at the top of these stairs. They seem to spiral a bit. I didn't want to get too far ahead without you guys.
That's probably for the best. Rue has flashbacks to the spiral staircase in the Becklin encounter.
Oh yeah.
Split the party. What could go wrong?
Yeah, what could go wrong here, guys? It's fine.
It always works great. That's why it's said to always split the party.
Yeah, it's not like we're nearing the end of a campaign or anything. Surely nothing would go wrong.
Yeah, I would never throw anything at you guys, while you split the party. I wouldn't do that.
Oh, in that case, when you put it like that, Faye.
I can sneak ahead if you guys would like, but on top of that, I'd be able to get a message down to you if something goes wrong. Well, I guess I could scream real loud, presumably.
Yeah, just I move fast. If you get into trouble, yell and squeak or screech or something like that, and then I'll just come up and save you.
I could probably check in with you with my messaging ability, like every few seconds. You might get tired of hearing my
Sure.
voice.
Never. Okay. Guess I'll sneak again.
Okay.
Go around the turn. Is that okay? Here we go. So I'm here now.
So that's the first turn that you're coming up to, and then there's a second turn that you had stopped before.
Okay, I'll sneak to the corner and kind of peek my head around.
Yep, you see that there is a door.
Is a door. Okay. I'll sneak up to it and listen.
You do not hear anything.
Everything okay, Vass?
Yeah, I'm at the top of the stairs. There's a door. No noise.
Maybe they're asleep. Maybe
I'm gonna
they're
crack the door open.
reading.
Sure. Would you like to roll a stealth roll on that?
I would love to. I don't know if I am still within 30 feet of you.
We would not be at this point.
It's the same roll. A
Wow.
21.
Right. Yeah, you're able to crack the door open and reveal a little bit of the space here.
Do I see any movement?
Not from what you are able to see.
Could I stealthily try and pop my head into the room? Like keeping the door mostly closed, but just kind of see if I can look further to my right.
Not with the way that this door opens.
Okay.
You're welcome to try and get more visuals, but it would be very obvious that the door is open.
Okay. Well, I would like to try and get a better idea of what's in this room. Hoping maybe if there's someone here, they aren't looking this direction.
So you go to open the door further?
Yep.
Great.
Yep.
So
Yep.
That's going to reveal the two skeleton
Awesome.
knights that are keeping watch, and as soon as they spot you, they draw their blades. We're rolling an initiative.
Oh yeah.
As we do.
Yep. Yep.
Disengage and run down the stairs. Maybe. Or maybe they go and summon more people.
Who knows? One way to find out.
Seem to recall another campaign where we assumed little undead things would chase us downstairs, and they did not.
That was fun.
Oh no. This definitely gonna
I
be
don't like
interesting.
that. I don't like that.
You probably shouldn't like that.
Nope. I'm
That
sure whatever
is-
it is, I won't.
That is our skeletal knights going first.
Oh my gosh. No, don't like that.
And then we've got Vass, Rue, and Hugh. So, as it is our skeletal knights go, we've got one gonna stand by the door still and keep that defense, but he does have his sword out. The other one gonna go right up to you, Vass, and take his attacks towards you.
Alright.
His first attack misses with a natural 1.
Okay.
The second attack misses with a 10.
Okay.
And his third attack also misses.
What?
Okay.
That's it for the skeletal knights. Vass, it is your turn. You've got one of these guys right in front of you.
Yeah. I don't know that I want to yell in case there's... I have seen that there's clearly more doors.
You see at least 2. You've got a double
Awesome.
set and then the one in front of you.
Yeah. I don't know that I necessarily want to yell. So... I think what I will do is use my bonus action to disengage.
Okay.
I will use my movement to move 2, 3, 4, 5, and then did I run into Rue now?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay. Yeah, so there's 2 skeletons up there. And they don't necessarily look happy to see me. And that's my turn.
Okay. Rue, what would you like to do?
Not go talk to any skeletons. Let me see if there's anything I can do to help my ally. Why don't we... It blesses 3 creatures, huh? Yes. I'm gonna channel some Fey energies and cast Bless on myself and Hugh and Vass. And then I am going to move down the stairs farther away from where these enemies are coming from. Just kind of watch up the stairs. Hopefully they come down.
Okay. And then, it'll be Hugh. What does he wish to do?
You, as per usual, would like to charge forward and stab a knight. That's just how he rolls.
Alright, so, how much movement speed do you have?
I have 45, I think? Let's see. I do have a lot.
If as long as you've got over 35, you'd be able to get to the
Yeah,
skeletal knight.
well over 35, so. Okay. So I had that first one was a 23. Second one was an 18.
Both of those will hit.
Okay. And a bonus action dancing along sword is going to be a miss. So my two S-stock hits are an 11 and a 12 damage. One psychic damage.
Alright.
And that ends my turn.
Our skeletal knights. We've got the one in front of you, Hugh, taking 3 attacks towards you. That is a 22 on the first attack.
That is going to be parried.
A 21 on the second.
That's just going to be shield, block the shield.
And the 12 will absolutely miss. So,
Okay.
3 attacks all miss against you. The other skeletal knight stays at the door, but will throw an axe at you. That is a 24 from the throwing axe
Alright, that one's going to hit.
for 19 slashing damage.
Ooh, 19, eh?
Mm-hmm. And, Vass, we come to your turn. Hugh went ahead, and you can hear the sounds of combat. Rue has, disappeared down the stairs back to the, floor below. What are you doing?
Checking that I'm not muted. I would like to round the corner, stand on this landing, and take some bow shots at the knight.
Alright. I'm going to say that he will have partial cover because you are shooting upwards at an angle.
That's cool. I just want to check something real quick. Cool. Alright, these are going to be precision shots. I'm going to play a melody of precision with my short bow, so I get to add +2 to my roll to hit. So the first one, the 26 to hit.
26 will hit.
Cool. Love it. And then that's going to be 4 plus sneak attack. 4 plus 9 is 13 points for the first shot. And the second shot misses with a 12, presumably. Although,
bless.
am I blessed? That's a D4, right?
Yeah.
Why don't I give this a try? Does a 14 hit?
A 14 does not hit, unfortunately.
Sorry, I assumed so, and I will yell an encouraging word. You got this, you, and give you a bardic, which is a D8. And it was only 3 squares. I'm just gonna take a step backwards.
Sounds good. With that, it is going to be, Rue, your turn.
Yeah, I realized I might have been a little hasty with how far I ran down the stairs, so who's gonna start making his way back up the stairs? I assume I could probably make it to the landing by Vass with 25 feet.
You could get to Because each is at his 5, so...
Yeah,
1,
that was
2,
4 to
3,
get to the
4.
where he's at now.
And then the next one up would be 5, which is...
Is that on the other screen?
Yeah.
Or the other level?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Let's see, is there anything? Did Vass say how many were around the corner?
I believe Vass said 2 skeletons.
You said there were the 2? Okay. You know, just in case, I'm gonna cast Armor of Agathis on myself. With my newfound spells from my patron. Let's just do it, I don't know, because I'm cheap right now. I'm gonna just do it at the first level though. But 5 THP is still 5 THP.
5 THP is still 5 THP. You are right about that.
So you see like a kind of whitish frost form around Ryu's red armor.
Alright.
And that'll be it.
With that, it is going to then come to Hugh. Your turn. You've got one of these guys right in front of you.
You know what time it is. A 20. A
Yeah,
20.
that will hit.
And 20. I feel like I should get an inspiration for that. But I already have inspiration. For 14. 11. And 10. So okay, that's 35 and add 6 psychic. 37 damage.
Okay, heck yeah. Our skeletal knight's looking a little rattled here, but still standing. And then, as Hugh's turn comes to an end, it is the skeletal knight. We've got 3 attacks coming for you again, Hugh.
Alright.
The first one is a natural 20.
Natural 20?
Yep.
Oh, is right. I'm take it then that my it hits regardless of my blocking it.
It is an auto hit, yeah.
Okay. One hit.
Barb.
Does silvery barbs require that you have to see it?
Yes.
Let me check.
Because that's what I was just checking too.
What if you magically distract the triggering creature? Oh, presumably you need to know it was... Oh, yeah. When a creature you can see within 60 feet. Yep, never mind.
Alright. So that is going to be 21 points of necrotic damage towards Hugh. And Hugh, because you are struck by this, you cannot regain hit points until the start of our Skeletal Knight's next turn. The second attack is a 25.
That's gonna be a parry.
And the last attack is going to miss. Vaps, we will come to your turn.
Alright. I will pop back around the corner. And I will make 2 more precision shots with my short bow of melody. And some bliss. It's gonna be 19 to hit.
A 19 will hit.
Where is it? That's gonna be 8 plus sneak attack. 8 plus 7 is 15 total. And then my second shot is 28 to hit. That's what's left. And it is going to do 7 more points.
Okay.
And I could probably see that Hugh looks a little battered,
I'd say so.
I'm assuming. I'm gonna stay and so I can see what's happening.
Okay. Rhubarb. Your turn next.
Rue calls around the corner. Is everything going all right up there?
This guy can hit pretty hard, but he's good practice for when he kills Thoth.
Typical Hugh. Rue will wander around the corner. Is there space between Hugh and Bass?
Yes.
Hell yeah. Alright, skeleton. I need the skeleton to make a save. I believe it is a wisdom save? 1 second. Sacred Flame deck save.
Alright. And dexterity save coming up. With a 17.
Dang. Rue tries to channel the moonlight of Lunatari, but it just doesn't seem to be gathering on this skeleton right now. And it succeeds in its save against my Sacred Flame. And I guess I'll hang around behind you. Why not? I don't think I have enough movement to actually get past Bass and back around the corner.
Okay. No worries. Alright, with that, Hugh, you're at the head of this conga line with the skeleton. What are you doing?
Hugh is hoping this guy will go down to, because it does hit like a hang of brick. So 24, 18, and 15.
The 24 and the 18 will hit.
Okay.
Does the last one have access to Bless, or is that the Dancing Longsword?
That's the dancing longsword, unfortunately.
Okay. 25 piercing and 4 psychic damage.
And that is one of the skeletal knights down.
Hooray!
Alright. Anything else from Hugh? You could move in towards that, the other one.
Yep, I'm gonna heal my body with my body.
Okay.
'Cause that's the kind of guy Hugh is.
You have
Glory Hound.
more than enough movement to close distance there. With that, Hugh, your turn comes to an end, as our skeletal knights go, and there's one left, but you're right there, Hugh. He's gonna go for you 3 times. That is another natural 20.
Jeez.
Can't see this one, can I?
I'm going to say no, because you are not on the level yet. He rolled abysmal. That's only going to be 18 points necrotic damage.
Oh, only 18 then.
That's a lot of ones in there, yeah. So the next attack is gonna miss with a 19. And the last attack is definitely missing with a 13. So, that is it for the Skeletal Knight. Vass, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Well, I would like to enter the room,
Yep.
maybe hang out in the corner.
Hell yeah.
I'm assuming I can take normal bow shots
Yes.
at this guy. Okay. I would like to then switch up my melody to the reverberation. And well, that's a natural one. So that's not hitting anything. Second attempt is a 22. Hit.
Yep, 22 will hit.
So that's gonna be 5 plus 8 is 13 plus 4 thunder. And is there anything to hide behind?
Not here.
Okay. I will give a bardic to Rue.
Thank you.
Rue, it is your turn.
Okie dokie. Gonna move out into the room first to see what all the commotion's going on up here. If I can track my character appropriately. There we go. Oh, hey, Vass.
Hey.
Looks like you can use some help over there. Let me cast some spells. Oh, got just the one. I am going to unleash some beams of Eldritch energy at this thing and cast Eldritch Blast.
Hell yeah, go for it.
These rolls are terrible. I need to add Bless to all of those. Will a 16 hit, Faye?
No.
Okay, so just the last one will hit.
Yep.
Not even worth rolling blesses. Oh, he's gonna take a whole 6 force damage from the
Okay.
black beam. I imagine they go white, then red, then black in that order.
Hell yeah.
And then, just so I'm not lined up with fast, I'm going to continue moving. So yeah, like enter the room, take the shots, and then just keep moving.
Yeah, well, you could get a little strafe action here.
That's right.
Hugh, we come to your turn.
Let's keep on keeping on. So a 27,
Yeah.
a 20,
Yep.
and a 24.
All of those hit.
So the magic longsword is 10. The S-Stock does 24. And my dreadful psychic abilities does 1.
He's looking roughed
See
up.
what I did with Let's see what I did there with dreadful.
Oh man. But it's still hanging in there, still fighting. And it comes then to our Skeletal Knight's turn. Because Hugh, you are right there. It's going to continue striking at you. However, it's only going to make 2 attacks towards you. First one misses with another 13. The second is a 20, which is another miss. And it grabs its second throwing axe and is going to throw it at Rue.
Would be at disadvantage because it's in melee with me.
It would be. But it's okay with taking that risk. And, well, was a risk. It got a natural 1. Rue's fine. With that, it
Hugh's
is
distracting it.
going to be Vass's turn.
couple more reverberation shots. Okay, first one. I'm gonna roll my blessed on that one. 15 hit.
A 17 just misses.
Oh, okay. Second one. Nope. Well,
The bless might get
would
you
an
there.
18 hit?
It might.
Oh yeah, an 18 would hit because a 17 just missed. Let's see.
Hell
18!
yeah.
All right, yeah, go ahead, roll damage.
Okay. 5 plus. Oh, terrible rolls. 5 plus 7 is 12 plus 4 thunder.
Okay.
And that will be all.
All right. Rhubarb.
I'm a little nervous to get anywhere close to melee after seeing what and hearing what this thing can do. So I'm just gonna stick back and zap it a little bit more. I'm just trying to figure out how I want to zap it this time. So many zaps, so little time. Let's do Elder's Blast again. And thank you for reminding me that I have Bardic. You know what? Just for fun, let's put the Bardic on that. That's a D8?
Yep.
Yeah, 22 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Second one is an 18 to hit.
2 hits.
Last one is definitely gonna hit. 21.
3 hits.
All the colors of the rainbow. 4. Ooh, that looked like it was a good roll. Perfectly average. 16 force damage.
All right, 3 beams, white, red, black, all strike against this skeletal knight. And you hear the crack of its armor, but it's still standing. Anything else from Rhubarb?
Potentially. No.
All right,
Hey,
Hugh.
I'm gonna move.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, I moved.
All right, Hugh, it is your turn. What do you want to do?
Stab some more.
Hell yeah.
12. That's 19. The
Have you
And
used your
18.
Bardic?
Hugh has not used
I
his
have
Bardic.
not. I don't think that 12 is gonna. Well, maybe if I'll see what the bless will do.
Bless plus Bardic could get you there.
That takes it to a 16.
The 16
Oh,
misses,
yeah.
but
Bardic is what, D10?
you have a D8 Bardic.
D8 Bardic. Oh, there we go.
Just gets you where you need it, so all 3 of those will hit.
So that's going to be 24 piercing. That's going to be 4 slashing. And that's going to be a dreadful 6.
Heck yeah. And with that, that is going to be the last of the skeletal knight. He falls as well. You're no longer bound by initiative. And we will have some visuals here further down because of where you're at, Hugh.
So I'm going to take an action to be tireless and get 4 temporary hit points because why are my tireless rolls never good?
What's the... Is it a D10?
D8.
How are you doing, Hugh?
I have a net 69 hit points.
Would you like some healing?
I'm not sure. Do you have healing that would really make a difference to that? Because we're talking about being 40 below at max. So
Maybe hit points or hit points.
I think I'm good for the moment, but I'll keep it in mind maybe later.
Okay, just let me know.
Meat healing.
All right, so. As you're no longer bound by initiative, there is, from what you can see, hallway and then ruins, rubble down the short end. Double door in front of you that the skeletal knights were protecting, and then there's this door over near Rue.
Were those knights just patrolling up here fast?
They seemed stationary from the brief glimpse I got of them. They seemed intent on guarding that door until one of them ran over to me.
All right. I didn't. I forgot to track my my concentration, but it's a good bet I will have lost it on the fights there. So we're getting far enough in, so I'm gonna cast elemental weapon. And what do you guys think? Which form of weapon should I take?
Maybe not fire.
I think since we're fighting knights, lightning is a good theme.
Don't some of those draconians attack with lightning attacks?
Hmm.
There's,
Thunder? Nothing's vulnerable to thunder. Ah, let's do a stabbing thunder blade.
I like
Hey,
thunder.
your thunderous S-stock and my thunderous short bow.
Yep.
Kind of fitting.
And Rue's been using booming blade on the Dragonlance.
Oh, yeah.
What's Hugh's fight song? Is that the Thunder S-Talk?
Oh, that's from the sheath. Yes.
Yeah, the first time you draw your S-stock each day, you get a bardic as your fight song emanates from it.
Gotta remember to use the frog. Alright. Well, there's a multitude of doors.
Right next to one. Can you hear anything?
You
I'm
don't hear?
listening at the door.
Sounds quiet beyond.
I don't hear anything.
I didn't either. That doesn't necessarily mean anything.
We could open it from afar and see if we see anything in there. If I put a minor illusion can only be 5-foot cubes. That's 5 feet tall. So probably not the height of a door, huh?
Not quite. Well, you could do like a saloon door where it's got like a little bit of the underneath.
I always wonder if you could like create an illusion of the door over top of the door, so when you open the door, it doesn't look like the door opens because there's still a door there as an illusion. But that would
It
only work
depends on if the door swings in or out.
that too. Can we tell which direction this door swings, Faye? Because that's burned me in the past.
Yeah. Go ahead, roll an intelligence check here.
15.
This door opens away from you.
Oh. Yeah, so that wouldn't help then.
Yeah, that door was the same.
You just want me to go in? Why not?
You going in?
Are you guys ready?
As ready as I'm gonna be, I guess.
I'll open the door.
Alright, yeah, you open the door, and it's a bit of a rubbly mess in here.
It's kind of a mess. I don't see anything.
There's rubble. It chokes the southern half of the room. The wall and the ceiling collapsed here. But if you want, you can examine the room. I'll say a survival check.
23.
Rhubarb. With a 23, there are footprints here. Some small humanoid. Going from the north and the south. Heading from the north to the south. But in the middle of the room, the humanoid tracks stop, and a set of rat tracks begin, heading directly to the rubble.
This is fishy. Come take a look at this, guys. Look at these tracks. Boot tracks to rat tracks. Then they just go into the rubble. What are the chances? They either collapse that rubble, or that rubble is not really rubble.
Would you like to investigate the rubble?
Yes.
Go ahead, roll me an investigation check.
We're gonna guidance ourselves. Not really a need. I mean, unless I need more than a 20.
If you want to roll your guidance, now is the time to do it.
23.
23.
Just like the last one.
So you do find out that the rubble is real. It is solid rock underneath your hand, but it's not as tight as it had looked. There are cramped passageways that a medium or smaller creature could squeeze through, and you can see that there seems to be some sort of space on the other side.
I think I could squeeze through here. I mean, look at my avatar. I'm a rat. But not a rat at all.
Would you
I want
like
to squeeze.
Okay.
I really, really want to squeeze.
And you find yourself in a chamber that is lit by black candles that surrounds an open stone coffin. And inside, you would see that there is a kender lying in the coffin. Her features are placid, and her hands are folded over her heart.
So, alive? But
As you look,
she's sleeping?
go ahead, give me a medicine check.
6.
It's hard to tell, so you lean in, getting closer to see if you can catch sight of her chest moving for any sort of breath. And as you are leaning in, this is where we're going to take our next ad break. So, hang out with us. We will be right back to continue along with our story. Before we head out, I do just ask that you let the ads run. If you want to directly support us, you can always do so through my Ko-fi. Link for that is on screen, as well as in our chat room. These donations unlock awesome perks to the entire community that benefit everyone who play with us for the next month. If you want to directly support us, you can always do so. I just literally said that. But no, please stick around with us. We'll be right back to continue along, and we'll see you guys very shortly. As we return, Ruth, you are leaning into this Kender, trying to see if she is alive. And as you are leaned in close, trying to catch to see if she is breathing, her eyes suddenly open and her hands shoot out. Boo!
Rue jumps back and casts color spray.
Alright.
I think I have that as a reaction. Hold on, let me see, make sure. Yeah, I do. Almost just out of sheer surprise and terror more than anything.
She is cackling up a storm here. And you said it's color spray?
Yeah. So I think it would blind her.
Potentially.
Let's see what that roll is. 42 hit points or less.
She just keeps cackling. Does not seem that she has been blinded.
You think that's funny?
Is that hear the cackling?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think that's real funny. And as she sits up. So, who are you then? Not hobgoblins, not draconians, no ghost, no ghoulie. Oh, you must be a trespasser. Oh, you're so fun.
Probably say the same about you. No ghosts, no goblins, no ghoulies. Just a Kender.
If you think I'm just a Kender. And
You
she'll
think I'm just a trespasser?
climb out of the coffin.
How tall is she?
How tall are Kenders normally?
I know. I'm wondering if we're like eye to eye here.
Just one moment.
She's probably taller.
She is about 3'5".
Oh no. That's 1 inch taller than Rhubarb. Rue's like trying to stretch his back out as much as he can. So seems to be the same height as her.
She just kind of has this, like, knowing smirk as she sees you, like, standing in such a posture. As, like, her hip kind of cocks out to the side. So, trespasser, since I don't know your name, did you come here alone, or do you have friends with you?
I have some companions. Guys, can you hear me?
Oh yeah, getting yourself into trouble?
I found trouble.
She smiles widely. At that point, you would see that 2 of her teeth are sharper than the others.
Hmm. Interesting note. Are we trespassing it? This is not yours. There's no way.
This room is mine. This is my lair. That's mine. That's mine. And she points to the coffin. There's a bag. Then she points over to some rubble, and she's like, "That's mine too." If you stay here for, I don't know, over 12 hours, you're probably gonna be mine as well. That's just kind of how it works.
Here is in your room or in this whole building?
Well, I claim this part. Like, this is mine. And that's mine, and that's mine, and that's mine. But that's the door, and she points to the rubble that leads where you had just squeezed through.
I mean, this is a nice little place you have yourself here then.
But yeah. I wouldn't have it any other way. So, you said that there were other people? And as soon as you hear that, she shifts into a rat and scurries out to the other side, and then reappears right behind Vass. Oh, you must be the other person. Vass, you just saw a rat until you now see this 3'5" Kender. Oh, you're muted. I can't hear you. Okay, we got some technical issues.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you
Yes.
now.
So my headphones were on low power, so I guess the mic stopped working. Basically, when she popped up behind Bass, he was like, "Jeez," and then he tried to collect his composure and was like, "Stop."
Well, the Citadel, as far as I'm aware, unless we've fallen again. But it doesn't feel like how it fell last time, so I'm assuming we're still in the air.
You are correct.
Hey, are you gonna stay in there forever? And she calls out to Rue, kind of leaning on the other side of Vass.
I'm collecting my thoughts in here.
Yeah, well, if you touch any of my stuff, I'm gonna know, and I'm gonna beat you up. And then as she says that, she just kind of gives like an almost innocent smile to Vass.
Bass will flash a smile back, revealing his canine.
Oh, you've got them too. And she does like little sharp fangs on the sides of her face.
Yeah.
We
She'll
will start squeezing back through.
yeah, easily done.
You
She'll
say
lean up against the wall, like kicking her feet out to the side and crossing them. So, Trespasser 1, Trespasser 2, and then I heard a third voice. Is that all the, your friends that you brought?
It depends how you define friends and brought, but it's reasonably accurate.
Okay. So, are you going to tell me why you're here?
Can I do a vibe check?
Yeah, 100% go for
there's
a
a lot of
vibe.
vibe.
I just want to see. Doesn't seem like this individual is allied with the Red Dragon Army. It seems like they could have been here for quite a while if they experienced this building falling previously. So that's kind of what I'm trying to get out of this. And I got a 26.
26. Definitely seems to have been here for a while. Does not seem to be particularly allied to the Red Dragon Army.
Well, I can say we don't like the occupants that are piloting this place very much.
Well, that makes sense. They're a bunch of jerks. But everyone that I've met here has been a jerk, so... Oh, hold on. I can't say that, because I met you guys here, and the jury is still out. You could be jerks. But I don't know yet.
Fair assessment.
Hopefully it takes less than 12 hours for you to find out if we're jerks or not.
Yeah, because then you'll be mine, like I said before. But maybe that only works if you're in my room. One way to find out.
Could
Alright.
you maybe elaborate on what you mean by yours after 12 hours?
But yeah. If you're in my domain after 12 hours, you become me. Or at least an extension of me. Like, you're still able to do all of your stuff, but then, like, I'm your, like, vampire sire, or something like that. It's been a while since I've been around people, because, there is, I don't know if you met Alistair. He is the biggest jerk of all. He bricked me away in a tomb for, like, years. I don't know how long, but a while. But we don't need to be talking about that. We need to be talking about how much fun it is to sneak around. And by how much fun, I mean how boring. Ah! So, do you have any fun stories?
Of sneaking?
Or anything. Like, I can tell you about what I know here. There's there's Alistair, who's a jerk, but he's just really afraid of some Black Rose Knight or something, whoever's here. There's this ghost that kind of lurks around. He seems that he's up to no good, but hey, maybe that makes him fun. But I want to maybe destroy him so that way I can take whatever job he's doing. That seems like it could be fun, right? Other than that, there's like dragon people. They spend their time above ground, but there have been some people that are down here, and they're kind of like really rubbing in on my vibe, but they stay out of my room, so I can't really control them or anything, so... I came here looking for treasure. Like, so many years ago. I haven't found any. I may have lied when I said that I was here during the fall. But it sounded fun, didn't it?
So you haven't been.
No, I've been
When it
here
fell.
for... No, I wasn't here when it fell. Like, 200 years ago was when I was alive, if my math is right. But, you know, it gets really hard when you're locked in a crypt for who knows how long I was there. So it could be more, could be less.
Did she say who locked her here?
Alistair.
Alistair. No. Are you Alistair's servant? Is he your vampire
Unfortunately.
sire?
Yeah, he made me who I am, but I don't know, maybe he felt guilty or something because he made me into an actual vampire, so I'm not just like a spawn. I'm no puppet. The name's Lori, by the way. Nice to meet you, and she'll hold her hand out.
Is she holding it out to any one of us in particular?
No, just out to the general group, so whoever wants to take it. Okay, so it seems that handshakes have fallen out of custom. Good to know. She draws the hand back.
So sorry. Forgive our manners. I'm Beth. I'm not from around here.
She'll nod.
I'm Rhubarb Bafflewander with 2 F's.
Okay.
I'm from Sandcrest.
Ooh, that's a long distance away. Unless somewhere during my entombment, like, the continents collided and there was, like, this whole big thing. But I'm pretty sure I would have heard about that.
Not that I'm aware of.
Well, then we're fine. I wonder if I destroy that ghost and take his job, I can make that happen.
Where's
think
the
that there's-
ghost?
He just kind of lurks around. His name's Caradoc, I think. I don't really know.
Is he grumpier than Alistair?
I don't know. I haven't really talked to him, but he does seem that he's up to something a little sketchy, no good, which is always a good time. Which is why I'm thinking that if I put him out of his job and I absorb all of his power, that I can have a good time.
Sorry, Vass. What was Vass saying? Sorry.
Well, I said, and this is you.
Hello.
And she'll wave.
Are you trapped here?
I mean, unless I want to fall from the sky at whatever height we're at. Yes.
Can't you fly?
No.
Can Caradoc fly?
Probably. He's a ghost.
Is that why you want his power?
No, I just want it so that he can't have it.
That's kind of spiteful.
I mean, he's not doing anything fun with it. And if he is, he's not having a good time, which means it'd be better in my hands. What isn't clicking?
What if we took his power instead?
Well, then maybe you guys get to do all the shady stuff. Look, you can have the power if I get his job, okay? Because, like, he's doing something.
Is he near here? Well, you said he's wandering around. You don't know.
Yeah, he comes and goes, and, you know.
You're on a different time scale than we are.
I mean, what is time, really?
I don't know.
Something we don't have a lot of.
Whoever has a lot of time. You think being undead and somewhat immortal, it means that you get everything waited for you, but you know what it really does? It makes everything sludge and drag on. Come on, that's not fun at all.
Are you able to leave this room?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I?
I don't know, just standing there blocking the door.
I'm leaning against a wall. You can go through that door all you want.
Okay. We're just gonna walk back out into the main room.
As you walk out into the main room, she has like this like indignant face on, and she like not full like storms, but like a little bit of a stamp to her foot as she follows. Wait, you're just gonna leave?
Just trying to find more comfortable quarters. You might like the cave back there, but
Well, yeah, because it's mine. I found it. What, you don't like a little bit of rubble, a little bit of dirt?
I do like dirt. Actually, can I check the dirt out? I want to analyze the dirt. And see if it reminds me of the dirt from. Would this be where the fortress came from? Back at the. Where Soth took off?
No, just looking at it, it's more just dust from the, years of being in, the City of Lost Names, and the crumpled down ruins of the walls. It's not like actual dirt, it's more of like saying dirt, but just meaning any sort of grime or dirtiness.
This isn't even dirt. This is just dust and rocks from the buildings.
Well,
You come to the
sorry.
forest of Sancris, that's where you find dirt.
Can't all of us be like super dirt specialists here? Some of us have unlives to live.
What's your specialty then?
I can be a rat, and I can go places, and people don't pay attention to me, and then when they do pay attention to me, they're big jerks that put me in a bricked up tomb until I break free.
Well, you specialize in that, and I will specialize in my dirt.
God, that's so boring. Hey, does anyone want to go treasure hunting? That's why I was here originally. I haven't found it yet.
You haven't happened to find a mirror.
I found a lot of mirrors, but they don't really do me any good these days.
There.
So, what's the plan here? What are you guys doing? Because, like, I know that you're trespassers and all, and that's totally fine. I'm not worried about that. But I want to know what it is that you guys are doing. Besides looking for a mirror, it seems. Some of you might need it. And she kind of looks over at Rue.
Every time you say Amir, I hear like the name Amir, like Amir.
I love that.
I'm like, we're looking for Amir. I think that's my nephew's roommate name too, so that makes sense. We're looking for the mirror. Wait, what's it called? It's called the Mirror of reflected pasts. Have you heard of that?
She gives like this look of recognition, her eyes going wide, hands to the cheeks, and then not at all. But it sounds very interesting. Does it have like super magical powers or anything like that?
Do I believe her that she doesn't know what it was?
Would you like
It
to
is.
make a insight check?
Yes. 24.
Uh, she doesn't seem to have any knowledge that she's retaining, but she does seem genuinely interested in this now that you have mentioned wanting to find it. And you know that she was here for treasure, so she might know that there are the existence of magical items here, even if not knowing what they are specifically.
Anyone looking at Vass when the mirror got brought up again would notice he has a hunger.
Is what? Sorry?
What?
I missed the end of what Vass was saying with the mirror.
Oh, anybody who happened to be looking at Vass when the mirror got brought up again would see the hungry look is back in his eyes from when um, they were first told about it and what it can do.
I mean, I imagine the mirror has some strong magical powers if it has a specific name. I mean, I don't know how many people just name their mirrors just to name a mirror. But, obviously, apparently I'm not one to use mirrors, so maybe I wouldn't know, and people do name mirrors.
I mean, I named my scimitars.
Did you?
Yes, Pat Scimitar. This was also Pat Scimitar.
I was like, I knew one was Pat. I didn't know they were both Pat.
Well, I named a puppet, so. Oh, do you want me to get him and introduce you guys? We don't have to worry about introductions right now. So, why don't we go back into the room, because I don't like being out in the open where people like Caradoc, that ghost, can just kind of wander through. But we could do some planning, because, you guys seem like you're going to be doing fun stuff. I want to do fun stuff. We don't have to be enemies.
I don't know a lot about vampires. If we make deals with them, is that like something patron-like or bad?
Nah, they're not. They don't
They're not
control
like
the
devils.
firmament. I know things about making pacts. I tell you, a vampire can't make a pact, or can make a pact, but not like a magically binding one.
Yeah, no, the only thing that would be magically binding is if I drink your blood.
Or would you let you into our home? Which we're not gonna do.
Well, I mean, you already barged your way into my home, so. Look, that's all in the past. We don't have to worry about that. Like I said, let's do some fun stuff. We're planning. It'll be fine. She's just going to sort of wander back into the room and turn and wait in the doorway. If you want to be out there with the ghosts, go for it.
I mean, your way's a kind of a dead end. What are we gonna plan?
Well, all the fun stuff you're doing, because, like, you guys keep saying that you're gonna find this mirror, but you don't have any sort of plans. And if you are, you're not inviting me, which is a bummer, because I'm so bored. I promise I won't sink my teeth into any of your necks unless you allow me.
Insight check.
Roll an insight check.
Yeah, I'm curious too on that one.
22.
All right.
17.
From what you've seen, Lori seems more than amiable to be allies and friends. But she also seems to be beholden to her whims. So while at the moment she seems, well, honest and truthful about what she says, who knows when that might change? You'd be taking a risk if you bring a vampire as your ally. But it seems that you've already made some deal with one down below.
Well, we are a bit undermanned for this job.
If you invite me to come along, and I do require, as a general politeness, an invitation, I'll do my best to help you. But you have to be fun.
You said you don't like the dragon creatures that are here, right?
No, they're not fun. Well, they can be fun, but they're mostly boring upstairs, and everyone that's downstairs is all their higher superior people. And they're all not really interesting. Or this, or that.
You don't happen to know what's behind those double doors out there. There's some skeletons out there standing guard. Seems like maybe something important might be in there.
I might know if something's behind those doors. And she runs her tongue along her teeth. I could share information if we become allies. It doesn't have to be forever. I know you guys said that you're working on a different timeline, and well, time is just stupid and annoying and everything. I know that I have forever, and you are pretty little mortals that probably don't have as much time. Especially you. As she looks to Hugh, taking note of your human heritage.
Rue's intrigued that she thinks she has forever.
I am a fanatic about killing one-ended abominations, so I see nothing wrong with allying with another one.
Why not?
Rue, Bass, do you say anything to Lori's offer?
Yeah, Rue just laughed and said, why not?
Okay.
Yeah. She seems fun.
What a compliment. As she smiles wide. I'll go grab my bag real quick, and then I'll tell you everything. And as she says that, she turns and becomes that small rat again before hiding under the rubble. And we'll come back to her returning to you all in our next session. So, thank you to our players for playing. I hope you guys had fun. Thank you to our viewers for viewing. I hope you guys enjoyed this as well. I'll see you all in our next stream, but until then, head over to wildwitch.com. Check us out there. Join us in our Discord if you want to jump in a game yourself and keep up to date with all of our announcements. And if you want to follow us live for all of our live streams, that's here on Twitch. If you want to catch our VODs, that's over on YouTube. And then, as always, may the ever-burning light forever guide your steps. Laters.